On October 24th, 1945, after the end of World War II, a new organization was born from the brutality.
That organization was the United Nations. The world was exhausted by all the bloodshed and wanted peace. So 51 countries gathered in San Francisco to sign a charter creating the UN to maintain the peace, promote democracy, and to protect human rights.
Well, Saturday is the 75th anniversary of that historic day, UN Day 2020. A huge virtual celebration is being held, in fact, and Ndaba Mandela, grandson of the late, great Nelson Mandela, is the keynote speaker for the LA chapter's UN Day event, one celebrating immigrants as well as refugees. Ndaba Mandela is the founder of Mandela Institute for Humanity. And thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it. It's good to see you. So tell us why this is such an important event and how you feel about being the keynote speaker for that event. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm very excited to be part of this special 75th anniversary edition of celebrating the United Nations. You know, there's going to be so many amazing young people, speakers, performers, you know, coming from all over the world, sharing their stories about adversity, sharing their stories about how, you know, they had to struggle to be where they are today, to encourage and inspire young people that indeed we can dream and we can pursue those dreams and make those a reality. You know, so we are just excited to be in charge and to be connected with so many young people across the pond, as we say.
You could speak a little bit more about that because, you know, it's important to dream. It's also important to go out there and to do something and to create change, which is something you've been doing for a very long time, following in your grandfather's footsteps. The importance of being active, an active participant in society.
That is correct. You know, when you look at the Black Lives Matter movement, when you look at all the different movements across the world, whether it be the green movement or the climate change movement, nothing can happen without our activity. We need to get involved. We need to put our backs into it. You know, whether it's apartheid that we had to fight many decades ago, you had to put your body on the line. So we're really just going out there to inspire young people that change can happen, but it's not going to happen automatically. And we cannot wait anymore for these so-called leaders. It is up to us now to make sure that this change happens.
And Ndaba, talk a little bit more about the Mandela Institute. Obviously, you're the founder of that institute, and it's obviously in memory of your legendary grandfather. Talk about that and more about what activities that institute is involved in.
So, you know, we've been running an organization here in South Africa called Africa Rising for the past 10 years. But through our experience, we realized that we needed to be closer to the people that actually make decisions and call the shots when it comes to funding, when it comes to, you know, partnering and giving people the necessary infrastructure and you know, things and tools and resources in order for people to be able to achieve their goals. So our main focus with the Mandela Institute for Humanity is really leadership. Activating the leadership in young people and giving them the inspiration to go out there, but also making sure that they lead in the same style like Nelson Mandela, with the same values like Nelson Mandela. Humility. You talk about discipline. You talk about people having a vision. So for us, the program is called 100 Mandelas, and we want to unleash 100 and more Mandelas on the world. We want to tap into young people and make them understand that there's a Mandela that lives within them, and we want them to unleash it on the world. And secondly, we're also working on trying to eradicate the scourge of HIV/AIDS. As you know, HIV/AIDS is still a big problem in Africa and many other parts of the world, you know, where they're still developing, like in East Europe, like in Asia. So we believe that we need to continue our path to drive this disease down to a zero. So those are the two key main things that we're working on at the Mandela Institute for Humanity. Leadership, which is lacking in the world, and now the model of leadership is changing because we want to now empower young people in our communities to be the leaders to bring the change. And of course, finally, killing this HIV/AIDS, because HIV/AIDS has killed so many young people's dreams. We want to get rid of it so we can continue pushing on.
What a great work, Ndaba Mandela, continuing your grandfather's legacy. We really appreciate you joining us this morning.
I like your message. Everyone can be a leader. Don't wait for the leader. Thank you so much for your time. And to register for free tickets to Saturday's big virtual event, go to unalosangeles.org.